G'day viewers, we're back again.
Hello.
Answering your questions again. And a bit of a theme video this time. There were a few questions along similar lines, like unusual fetishes that clients have, out of the ordinary requests, odd situations. We did gross situations. Now this one's not necessarily gross, but things that fall outside, well, vanilla, that we might say. So what are some of the more interesting?
My favourite.
Oh, well, here we go then.
It mixes up the day.
A bit of variety. I suppose everyone wants that from their work.
Yes.
So has someone ever come up with a request that you just went, no?
Generally, the requests that I say no to are more on I get asked them a lot, sort of, you know. The main one is, will you suck me without a condom? That's a big one. I said it in a previous video, yeah. No way. Will you do me without a condom? I've had someone who asked me for a cream pie, and I'm just like, I'm just going to have to say no to that one.
And not just because that's a health issue, but questions that have fallen in like, oh, you know, what's legal? Well, sex without a condom, not legal.
Definitely not.
Absolutely
that's like the
not.
biggest... Fat, no.
So that's a straight up thing you say no to. What's a more unusual request that's come in?
More unusual requests, like foot fetishes. It's not for everyone. A lot of people would go, ooh, feet. For instance, I don't particularly like feet. They don't turn me on. But I have done foot jobs before, and it's just one of the things that it's something other than sex that I can incorporate in my service. So yeah, it's a little on the more unusual side, a little on the the freakier side. The people are just like, oh god, when they hear about it. Golden showers, I do them all the time. All the time. Don't charge extra for them because I think it's funny. So I'm just like, haha, you dirty bastard. Yeah, take that piss. So I'm just being honest.
Yep.
It's one of the things that I think it's just, that's funny about the job. I don't get it, but...
That just made me think. I've talked to some people who do BDSM. I thought, yeah, there's got to be days where it's like you're actually really focused. Like, yes, you're now someone I'm pissed off at. Whack, whack, whack. It becomes a bonus in therapy.
It does. Like, if I have had a really shitty day, and I get someone who's interested in, just a little bit of femdom or domination or that sort of thing, I'm just like, yes, yes. Especially when I get to get the whip out. So that's another thing that I get asked a lot. Do you do femdom? And that's like a lot of domination, submission. Not me submissing, obviously. I'm the one being the dominator. But I get to use whips, strap-ons, dildos, that sort of thing. Some guys are into that. So, yeah. Fingers up the butt too. That's actually more common than I expected. So.
The prostate stimulation.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. I know the medical bit about it.
I feel like a proctologist sometimes because I've got my fingers up so many asses.
Probably as busy as a proctologist. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what else can I think about? I was paid a lot of money to shit on someone once. In Sydney. Sydney, you're fucking perverted.
Okay.
I got the weirdest request in Sydney. Like, it must be because I was doing private work up there, but at brothels, I don't really get that many strange requests because generally they're too nervous to ask, as they're just like, they've always got that look, they're just like, I don't want to ask her, she might say no. I'm just like, what, just freaking ask already, holy shit.
So Sydney's where it gets a bit unusual. Okay.
It's probably because it was private work, because they're more likely to ask you on the phone or in text, so that could be a reason.
Yeah, I could see that, someone being slightly more comfortable than they're not going into the brothel environment. Yeah. Oh, well. What I thought was interesting, I guess, how many of the clients who ask for the unusual or the weird, the kinks, actually come across in day-to-day life they're probably completely straight and really boring?
Interesting question. I've actually met a client in real life who I see fairly often, but not in a social sense, just everyday butcher. So he looks quite normal on the outside, has kids, family, that sort of thing, so he's pretty normal. And generally the people that are into domination, this is just a blanket sort of thing that I've come across, is people that are in a position of power generally like to, have it turned around on them in a sexual fantasy. So
I have read that's actually a fairly real thing, that people in like management positions, in
CEOs, that sort of thing, yeah. It's totally true. So
to the point that some of them are into the baby play thing of actually dressing up as a baby.
I've never done that one before.
You haven't? There you go.
No.
There's something to look forward to.
No.
With the day when someone wants to wear a nappy and have you be the mum.
I actually have this is my favourite story, to be honest. I've told a few people this. Generally, I'm not one to kiss and tell, but this one is very interesting. I was working in Melbourne at the time, at a brothel, and a client came in and had recognised me from my advertising, and he's just like, oh yeah, I got to book this girl, yeah. So he came into where I was. And his specific fantasy is he wanted me to be his pimp in St Kilda and pimp him out on the streets to men and, that sort of thing. And I thought it was heavily amusing. Like, I went full on with the whole, keeping up with the fantasy, keeping it in the role of being the pimp. It was awesome. So, just because, it's something that I haven't done before, and I was, really interested as to why it was his thing. So, yeah.
A bit of role play. There you
go. This is also the same guy that I managed to get, give a description.
Glove puppet, look out.
Yeah. Well, he brought veterinarian gloves as well, which was good. So I didn't,
That's good.
Have a shit-coated arm. That would have been interesting.
There you go. Oh, that would be some cleaning up afterwards, wouldn't it? It's nice that he was thoughtful and had the ones that the big... Oh, wow. Okay, well, like the Boy Scouts say, be prepared.
All right, I have a couple of shout-outs now.
Yes, some shout-outs.
Yes. Shout-outs to my friend Steve, who actually asked one of the questions, what's the weirdest request that I've ever gotten? This video is for you.
Or for you, Steve.
Cool. All right,
and we'll be back with more because we've had a bunch of questions, and I'm sure you'll come up with a bunch more. And we're talking about sex, so there's always something to talk about.
You dirty perverts.
We love it. Don't worry. And we'll see you again soon.
See ya.